And spawning in the one-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Cure. And spawning in the right-hand corner, let's go! Going for the proxy, sending out the first SCV and sending out the second SCV as well. I mean, we spoke about this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is not even the first time we're going to see a proxy in the series. In the right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player. For Shopify, it is ByuN. Let's go. So proxy 2x Reaper here out of ByuN. It's going to be here on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, Cure, we'll see if he does open up double gas. A lot of this comes down to the openers. There's kind of like almost a rock, paper, scissors in TvT in regards to your opener of choice. Does Cure go double gas? Does he go for a faster CC instead? That won't be a hard counter. He won't instantly lose or anything like that. But there we go. Double gas opener. Cure, he will have the tools to defend. Basically, if you see a double gas opener like this, it means that Cure is going for a faster factory. It's going for a factory before command center. And what a faster factory means, it means faster Hellion. And a faster Hellion will help so much against proxy Reaper. So again, Cure, he will have the tools to defend. But it still does depend on the early game micro, of course. Just because he has the tools, I want to emphasize that this isn't necessarily a hard counter. Cure, if he overextends with his first Reaper, if he is scouting, if he gets caught out, then if you lose the first Reaper immediately, that can just be game. That can be game then and there. So Cure has to be so careful. Does throw down a spotter depot here on the right-hand side. And the Reapers are amassing. Ooh, okay. Does open reactor first. Now, because of this, there's going to be a window in time where he is going to be lacking some Reapers, but he should be making 2 at a time. But ByuN's going to finish first. ByuN, I mean, right now, there's nothing. There are 0 units here because of the reactor first. Oh, boy. So ByuN is building up. But there we go. Now going into reactor Reaper. But again, there's a window in time where Cure has nothing. But he's on the way. Reapers are in production, and we'll see what ByuN can achieve. I mean, this is gonna be brutal though. Can he deny the factory? No shot. Oh my god, factory does finish. What if he goes down? Gets 1 so far. Gets 1. Gets 2. Gets 3. Solo damage so far. Getting up to 4. Yeah, 4 SCV kills. The Reapers are so late. Is that just game? That may just be game here, as we have 3 Reapers for ByuN. Gonna be forced out. He gets 7 SCVs. That is brutal damage. Ay, ay, ay. And just like that, ByuN takes a lead. ByuN does take a 5-worker lead. CC's on the way. Then he rotates over. Will delay the command center. And this is just an amazing start. And again, Cure, he blindly did go reactor first. I mean, the Hellions have arrived, and the Hellions will help shut this down. Ooh, but they get targeted. Oh my god. ByuN with the target firing, he shuts down the Hellions, he shuts down the Reapers, and ByuN, he will once again overwhelm. And he's looking to end it. He's looking to end the game here and now. He will delay once again. GG gets called. That is game-ending damage, and ByuN takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. You can see just how brutal that was when it comes to the timing. When it comes to that reactor, we saw that what did it take? What, like 7 seconds? 10 seconds, I want to say. But that window before there were any Reapers for Cure, because he went reactor first, he lost 7 SCV. 7 SCV kills. That was insane damage at the start of the game. And from there, of course, we saw that ByuN could just maintain his Reaper count, maintain his momentum, and GG. GG, well played. Unfortunately, Cure blindly going for the reactor did basically kill him. Now we're getting into game number 2. Solid micro, yep. Likewise, he also ByuN had solid micro when it came to focusing down those Hellions, right? He did target down the Hellions immediately. They were the first units to go down. Oh, some. Okay, we're good. a bit of an awkward split there, but here we go. We're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Maganatha. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, leading the series 1-0 for Shopify. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Cure. And this time, no proxy. Curie doesn't move out, and ByuN doesn't move out either. Welcome to Magnatha, the largest map in the map pool. If you did attempt to go for a proxy this time, we do have a double Reaper cliff into the main, so it's that much more difficult to get into the main base, and that much more punishing to try to escape the main base as well. So this map does kind of deter a proxy Reaper, just because of the double cliff. I feel like the double cliff is a little bit more rare nowadays. I could be mistaken, but this used to be a little more common. I mean, we even had a couple of maps. Was it Hardwire or Beckett Industries? But there was a red map like that where you could actually siege a tank on the cliff, which was disgusting. It was but that did happen a couple of times in the history of StarCraft, where the Reaper cliff was large enough for tanks, and you could like drop in and punish the third base. No. A tank doesn't fit here. It looks big, it looks wide, and it is, but a tank doesn't fit here, from my understanding. As we can see, ByuN, he's terrified. ByuN, he does scout. He scouts the third, the fourth, and the linear third base as well. ByuN, he searches for the proxy. Again, Curie's not afraid to... Ooh. Curie's not afraid to go for his own proxy. So, fun fact, Curie, he opens up 2 ranks Reaper. What is this? This is a hard counter to a proxy. If ByuN was going for proxy 2x Reaper, then defensive 2x Reaper does shut it down completely. So this is very safe play. Again, Cure, he was trying to counter ByuN, and Cure can be somewhat active with this, that's true, but ooh. Okay, 2x Reaper into the factory. Very late CC here out of Cure. Very aggressive. As Curie does move out. Back at home at ByuN going for an economic opener, Rax expand. And Cure will see if he can delay the CC. It's moving out. We'll see if Cure turns this into a one base all in. This could just be a one base all in here. Like, this is such a late expansion. Yeah, the first Reaper gets caught out. Massive catch. Where the Hellions goes for the add-on swap. Oh no, this is a repeat of game 1. This is a repeat. He goes for an add-on swap. There's no Hellion, there's nothing. There's nothing here. Oh god. SCV's gonna be going down, getting 4 SCV kills already. Takes down 4 SCVs, the Hellions will now arrive. And it is a one base all in. One base all in from Cure, no expansion. Oh, sorry, my apologies. CC on the low ground, very late CC. Cure, he needs more damage. He does need more. The CC is almost done for ByuN, but it is going to be delayed once again. Nice spread out of Cure. Does spread. He has a ways to catch up, but he has gotten a lot of damage. But now we have 4 Hellions, and ByuN holds. ByuN, he holds on. He's down in workers as he lost a lot of SCVs at the start of the game, but ByuN is holding on. Meanwhile, Curie's here to break this position, break the natural. Denies any kind of mining. So on the one hand, yes, Cure, he doesn't have a natural base himself, but he is making sure there's no mining whatsoever. Ensuring that the economies are still in favor of Cure, as Cure still has a worker lead. But he's taking a lot of hits, actually. 6 Hellions. As ByuN has got 8 Hellions on the way. Oh my god. Nice splash damage there by Cure. Very nice positioning with his Hellion. He does out-trade ByuN. So much better engage, much better control there by Cure. Likewise, ByuN trying to break out. Does move out with the Raven. Still, he just cannot mine from the natural. ByuN forces his way through once again. Better splash damage from a Cure. As Cure just keeps rallying, he might just break him. Yeah, Cyclone has arrived. 2 Hellions left. Down to 1. And oh my god, barely breaks the lock on. But again, Cure was so committed to this game. Takes on the final Hellion. Cyclone falls to the auto turret. Auto turret across the map as well. But Cure, he does have a lead here. Even though he was so delayed, he's now on 2 bases. He still maintains a high worker count. He's muling up. And now we're getting to a longer game. So Biotank out of Cure, likewise Biotank out of ByuN. He's getting there. Forced to make a safety Cyclone. Just a very chaotic early game. And Cure was worth it. It was worth it for Cure. Now moving out with the drop. A vanilla marine drop, interesting. Does make his way across the map. Does make his way across. Heads into the main. Oh. Trying to force friendly fire. And he will not. Despite that, 5 more SCV kills. It is going to cost Cure the entire drop, that is true, but 6 SCVs go down. Cure just ensuring that he maintains the better economy. And the drop play continues. Like Cure, he's been hyper aggressive today. Like in every series, every single series. Against Rogue, against Hero, and here against ByuN as well. As the armies, they pass by each other. Cure going for the double drop into the main. At the same time, ByuN pushing through the center. ByuN going for a second starport. That's going to be a 2h2 portal in. But there's nothing at home to defend. And we came with the production. Yeah, the production is being canned. Cure is going for the kill. And ByuN is all in. But there are 2 bunkers. Boys are being pulled. Ravens go down to the Vikings. Boys, they help deal with those turrets. They go for the mass repair. The bunker doesn't go down. Yeah, the bunker is holding. Oh my god, just barely. Tanks, they break through. Massive tank shots. But again, Cure, he just came to the main. He just came to the main base. Cure, that's going to be a kill on the factory. And remember, ByuN, he was going double starport. He was going for the 2 portal in. And GG gets called. ByuN, he has nothing left back at home. Cure, he will tie up the series 1-1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Cure taking a massive lead early on, crippling the economy. And likewise, ByuN, I mean, he just had to go for the all-in from that moment, from that point, and he just could not break through. Cure, he was ready. 2 bunkers on low ground, tanks as well. GG. We're going to game 3. We're going to the ace match, the final game of the broadcast. And again, we haven't even hit 3 hours. Ay. I'm used to like a 4-hour cast, but we've had nothing but all-ins today. We had the one macro game, to be fair, between Hero and ByuN on Tokamak. True. That was the one game. Where Hero got up to 7 bases, if you recall. But here we go. We're getting into the ace match one way or another. The series ends here and now. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is Cure. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Red Terran, representing Shopify. It is ByuN. We go. And this time, we're at home. This time we have our SCVs back at home, so no proxy. No proxies. Remember, last game, Cure, he did try to hard counter ByuN proxying by going for a 2x Reaper opener, and he turned that into like a borderline 1-base all-in, going into double gas, going into a factory on 1 base, and he was able to overwhelm ByuN, able to out-control him early on. Again, very impressive movement with his Hellions, just getting the most amount of damage as he could, and Cure, he punished ByuN. Did punish him quite hard, and forced him into a 2-base all-in. But we'll see how we open up this time. As we can see, 1 gas. Yo, do we have it? Do we have the aggression out of our system? Are we going for the CC? We are. So Rax expand out of ByuN, Rax expand out of Cure. After the chaotic series and chaotic broadcast that we've had so far, we're slowing things down here in the ace match. Slowing things down. as is that CC on the low grounds for both players, as we mentioned. Again, only single gas openers. So this is going to be the slowest start that we've had in this series so far. Calming down. Going to be making SCVs. Making our natural. We're going to play some StarCraft. Let's go. Of course, from here we can still be aggressive on 2 bases, but so far just Reaper into Marines. No aggression. He breaks in. Pokes in. He does get 1 SCV. Not bad. And should be able to escape. Does get away. Nice start here for Cure. Meanwhile, our players, they do deviate. So we do have some Marine Hellion production into a 1-1-1 from ByuN. Meanwhile, Cure instead goes for the add-on. Goes Reactor into Factory. With that, is going to have a more delayed starport. Still on the way, but later. It's going to be later instead. Meanwhile, Tech Lab here for ByuN. Now, does he go for an early tank into a tank drop, or does he go for an add-on swap into Raven or even Banshee play? Is viable. No add-on from Cure, so it goes into Hellion. There we go, now going for the Tech Lab. But ByuN is faster, and he does not go for the swap, he goes for the early Cyclone. So, Cyclone opener here out of ByuN. And we'll see if Cure does the same, we'll see if Cure goes for the tank. Ooh, Tech Lab on the starport, so again, heading into Tank Raven, I would imagine. Yep, there we go. Early tank production. So ByuN is being safer by opening up Cyclone, by opening up with the initial Marine production, setting up back at home. Here, we do see Cure just skipping Cyclones, going straight for tanks. Straight for tanks instead. This will benefit Cure coming into a longer game, as he will have a slight tank lead over his opponent. Meanwhile, ByuN, he's going for the drop. Again, he has to be active here to get something for his army. I should also emphasize he did go medevac first into a delayed Tech Lab. So Cure, he's going to have faster tanks, more tanks, and also faster Ravens as well. Like ByuN, he's quite committed with this early drop. It doesn't look like a lot, but he did sacrifice a lot for this. Medevac pokes in. Cure's keeping up. And coming out of the early game, coming into the mid game, I do favor Cure's position. Again, he just has more tanks, more Ravens. He has, of course, Interference Matrix. ByuN instead, faster third TC. Ooh, 1-1-1 into a third TC. This is quite greedy here from ByuN. It does mean that ByuN is going to have a weaker early to mid game here, but actually Cure keeping up. Also, faster TC. Okay. So the bases are on par with each other. Both players are being greedy in a sense. They're both focusing their economy. That's maybe a better way of putting it. Which means neither player should be pushing. I say that Cure does break out, at least to maintain his bases. At the same time, ByuN dropping into the main. And Cure's committing. As he moves out, ByuN, he actually doesn't commit, he backs off. Now remember, Cure, he's up with Ravens, he's up in tanks, and he does have Interference Matrix. ByuN does not. ByuN, he's down in these aspects. So Cure could actually break the natural. He can go in, disable everything, and break that natural base. He's thinking about it. It does push forward. He knows he's up a tank. The boys are being pulled. Shows us disables auto charge instead. Throws down 3. Auto charge are thrown down. Marines are coming from behind, and ByuN with the full surround, he will clean this up. He will shut this down. Cure here overextended. And now it's time to counterattack. Now, on the one hand, ByuN did lose 13 SCVs. He lost a lot of workers there, but he preserves the army. And at one point this game, Cure, he had a higher tank count, had a higher Raven count. Not anymore. Yeah, Cure, he has lost that advantage. He races back home. Cure, he's now down in tanks, down in Ravens, but he's up in SCVs. Was that worth it? I mean, it does mean that ByuN can counterattack. So, temporarily, it's worth it here for Cure, but now ByuN has an army, and now he can move out. and he can try to contain Cure. Like, the goal would be for ByuN to expand and to keep Cure on 2 bases. To keep him on 2 bases. As ByuN moves out. And this move out from ByuN, it should not be to break. I mean, actually, I was going to say it shouldn't be to break the natural, but he could. There's no bunker. There's no bunker. There's only 2 tanks. There's not many Marines here. ByuN, now he has to disable himself. He scans. He sees. Yeah, he wants it. He's going for it. Does second guess himself. Vikings, they have arrived. They zone away. And ByuN backs off. Okay, ByuN does back off. ByuN landing his own 3rd. He does spot the 3rd base of Cure. Both players are expanding. ByuN, he rotates. And again, ByuN, his goal here should be to delay this 3rd for as long as he can. Curie does actually have a higher Viking count. Likewise, Liberators, they arrive across the map. Oh my god, 2 lives here in the main, in the natural. SCV's gonna be falling. ByuN out of position. Where's his anti-air? He barely has any Vikings. Yeah, barely any Vikings. This is getting brutal here. 10 SCV kills. Ay, ay, ay. Takes down 10 SCVs. Liberators, they still deny any kind of mining. Sure. I mean, he already had the worker advantage coming into the mid game, but he extends it even further. There's so much pressure on ByuN. ByuN needs to achieve something here. Does move in. Nice disables. But Vikings push forward. And Cure, he can just land. Yeah, he just land. He will clean this up. But ByuN, he will lose everything. The tanks will go down. And ByuN, he fails to contain. Cure, he's fully saturated on 3 bases, and here comes the counterattack. And ByuN, he's in danger. He's in trouble here. Back at home, he's got 2 Vikings, got a handful of Marines. He has 1 tank. Oh no, he gets baited in. Does get baited. Tank volley's going off. Cure pushing forward. Cure has a massive lead. Cure, he's hunting for that Raven. He wants it. And mining is denied. And ByuN is contained on 2 bases. Ay, ay, ay. Curie wants the tank. Oh, Sims in. And barely will break through. No, he will not. Ah, no, yeah, we got plenty of tanks. Vikings, they land, they buffer, they support. ByuN getting chased down. And Curie has too much. At this point, Curie, he has far too much. Does go for the siege. And GG gets called. ByuN, he runs out of steam. He gets overwhelmed. And Cure, he will advance on into the semifinals. And ByuN is out of GSL. GG. GG, well played, Cure. I mean, he typically does have the advantage when it comes to TvT against ByuN, but this is a very chaotic TvT. Very chaotic. Even here in the ace match, we did mention that this was the first time that both players did open up economically, and they even both went for faster 3rd bases, but despite that, they were still very aggressive. Like, Cure, he, I would say, overextended. Remember, he killed, what was it, 11 or 13 SCVs, but he lost the entire army. That was a shaky moment for Cure, but he did have a massive worker advantage, and ByuN wasn't able to leverage his army. He tried to, he moved out, but he wasn't able to break the natural. He wasn't able to contain Cure either. Cure, he was able to overwhelm, went into mass Viking, and Cure, he broke out. He broke out, and with that, ByuN was overwhelmed. GG. GG, well played. Likewise, just really fast games as well, coming into game 2, game 1, game 2, and even game 3 as well. Our longest game was, I guess, Hero versus ByuN on Tokamak. I suppose. But even then, it was a little bit different, just because basically on that game, ByuN took a lot of damage early on, so he was contained, and he was just stuck on 3 bases. And Hero just mass expanded and overwhelmed from there. So it was a little bit more one-sided, but regardless, GG well played. Congratulations to our 2 advancing players as we switch our teams over and catch up on the bracket itself. Oh my god. Coming into this, I'll be honest, I was leaning, I was, you know what? I was maybe having too much faith in Rogue's interview. I was like, yo, if he feels confident against these Terran boys, like, okay, I can get behind him. But if you remember, like, where Rogue thrives against Terran, and we've seen Rogue even take down Clem recently, and it's all off of the late game. If Rogue can get into the late game, then Rogue, he can thrive, he can overwhelm, he can look terrifying, but we saw that Rogue never got there. You could argue this is maybe one of the downsides of this new map pool, is that there are no more turtle maps. Like, there are no more like hybrid offensive maps, which is probably a good thing, to be honest. But all the maps, they're a little bit more accessible than the previous map pool, so you can be more active and more aggressive. And we saw both ByuN and Cure, again, just all in the hell out of Rogue. They just all in the hell out of him. They broke him down, and Rogue, he never got into the mid game. He never got into a more stable economy, and he never got to embrace his lurkers. He never got there. So Rogue, he got taken out real fast and real quick, and Hero was able to excel against both Cure and ByuN. I will say that I do recommend checking out the VODs. Cure and ByuN, they had very different approaches. Cure was hyper aggressive against Hero. It was hyper aggressive. We had non-stop 2-base play out of Cure. ByuN took a different approach, took a slower approach instead, having more standard economic games against Hero, and we got to see the full breadth of Hero's PvT in today's broadcast against more aggressive Terrans and more defensive or more economic Terrans. And with that GG well played. Hero and Cure will make it through into the next round. And up next, when I say up next, I mean tomorrow we should be able to cover Group B. Let me just quickly double check our calendar here. So we just wrapped up with Group A, and yes, Group B is actually going to be in 2 days time. So tomorrow we're going to be casting the Pigasaur Tuesday on Wednesday. But actually, you know what? I got you. As we are catching up on GSL, and bam, here we go. We have our weekly schedule. You can see it's full of GSL. We just had our first broadcast Tuesday morning, and again, the Pigasaur Tuesday is going to be tomorrow. It's going to be in less than 24 hours, so we're going to be covering that Open Cup in the morning. Then we have the Pondcast. The Pondcast is going to be Wednesday evening. We're going to be going over all the news of the week and everything leading up to DreamHack Dallas. Likewise, we do have a GSL for the rest of the week. We have GSL Thursday morning, Thursday evening. We should be completely wrapping up GSL Season 1 on Thursday. Thursday morning is going to be Group B, and Thursday evening is going to be the semifinals and the grand final. So we're going to wrap it up all on Thursday. On Friday, maybe curious, why is there more GSL on Friday and Saturday? That is the qualifiers. GSL Season 2 qualifiers were 2 days ago. 2 days ago were the GSL qualifiers for Season 2. No one got invited, no one got seeded in. Everyone had to play through the qualifiers, and we'll be going over those qualifying matches on Friday and Saturday. It's a lot of matches. It's a lot. I think it's 16. Is it like 16 best of threes? Something like that. It's a lot. It's a lot of best of threes to go over. So we're going to be splitting it up into 3 broadcasts, and there's also DreamHack Dallas over the weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or if depending on where you are in the world, it should be Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the Americas. For here, it's going to be the other 3 days, but 3 days of DreamHack Dallas. I have confirmation we are going to be casting. We're going to be casting DreamHack Dallas. We're going to be covering the initial early rounds, and we're going to be co-streaming as well. So we're going to be co-streaming, and we're going to be casting. So it's going to be a very, very busy weekend here on the CranKy Ducklings. It's going to be like 12-hour casts every day. Going to be intense. We probably won't co-stream day 1 because day 1 we're going to be fully fixated on the open stage and the open bracket, group stage 1. So we're going to be all over that on day 1, and then probably like day 2 and day 3 is going to be when we're going to be co-streaming. That'll be the plan. That will be the plan. But yeah, a lot of content over the weekend. It's going to be very intense. Very intense. Go. Just catching up. Shorter is good than after the marathon yesterday. True. We had a 10-hour cast back. 10 hours. It was crazy. What's that thing on the ground at the bottom of the ramp going into the natural? Oh. On Ultra Love. If it was on the bottom of the ramp coming into the natural, it would just be just as we'll say in the chat, Just like kind of aesthetics, map aesthetics, not anything like too impactful. There's no like plate, or there's no speed or slow zone or anything like that. Should just be aesthetic. Whew. But yeah, it's gonna be an intense week here on the CranKy Ducklings as always. As you can see, Tuesday afternoon we do have free. I think our plan is to play some Final Fantasy this evening. Likewise, we have some free time. We did end the stream early today. Jesus, again, only 3-hour cast. You know what time it is. It's time to ladder, Pappy. It's time to let's go. It is gonna be time. I haven't laddered in like 2 weeks time. I've just been so busy casting and so busy focusing here on the CranKy Ducklings that I just haven't been able to stream on my personal channel. But that is the plan for today. For a couple of hours at least. We'll be having a ladder session. I'm very rusty again because I haven't laddered in quite a number of weeks. Basically ever since the Zombie Globe show match. I just haven't had time. Let's double check. It's been 11 days. 11 days since our last stream, so I'm very rusty, very out of practice. So don't expect a wall of red. Expect a wall of red today, but we'll do our best to recover, to bounce back, and to get back into the swing of things, get back into laddering. I think today is the only day that I have to ladder. As you can see, our schedule is jam-packed full of GSL, so I won't be able to stream again this week, but next week I should be a little bit more free to have some ladder sessions, to stream, and to have some fun. Actually, I might stream tomorrow as well. Today and tomorrow. 2 days of streaming. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. We do appreciate it. Again, our next broadcast is going to be in less than 24 hours. It's going to be the Biggest War Tuesday on Wednesday. And again, we still have more GSL throughout the entire week, and we have DreamHack Dallas over the weekend as well. Again, we're going to be all over that as well here on the CranKy Ducklings. So see you soon. See you then. Otherwise, I'm going to be streaming on my own personal channel, but if you want to help support the CranKy Ducklings, you can do so via following !socials in the chat. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have all things CranKy Ducklings. We are all over the place, so you can follow us there. Likewise, we do upload on YouTube on a daily basis, so plenty of content on YouTube. You can follow us there as well. Otherwise, thank you for watching, thank you for the support, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for some more StarCraft action. See you then. Till then, ciao, papi, ciao. See you next time.